So you want to learn how to become a social media manager in 2020? No problem, I've got you. I've been a social media manager for years. My name is Rachel Pedersen. Let's cue that intro and get this thing rocking and rolling. Hey guys, so in this episode, we're going to be talking all about how to become a social media manager in 2020. First and foremost, the question I get all the time is about experience. Do you need to have experience? Do you need to have a degree? Do you have to work in an office or work for a company full time? I'm going to share with you what my experience has been, as well as some different things that you can use, including free certifications, low-cost experience builders, and the 5 crucial steps, the major processes that you want to implement to ensure that you have success as a social media manager. So first and foremost, I became a social media manager just about 5 years ago, accidentally one day when one of my clients came in. I was a hairstylist, and as I was giving her highlights, she said, "Can you show me your tweeter?" And I was like, "My tweeter? Sorry, what does that mean? I'm so confused." Basically, she was asking about Twitter, and I realized I didn't feel like an expert, but I could help her. I could be an expert for them and help them set up their social media for their business. So of course, I was a little bit nervous because I didn't have any real experience. I had no degree, let alone a marketing degree, and I also really wanted to work from home. So I jumped full on into marketing, and I've never looked back, and I want to share with you guys kind of how you can get started. So first and foremost, one of the biggest myths about being a social media manager is that you have to have a degree. No, not even close. You do not need a degree, because one of the craziest things about this changing times, this digital era, is that social media is changing so fast that colleges can't even keep up with their degrees. Very few colleges have accurate, up-to-date information about how to become an effective social media manager. So while you may feel like on paper an education, a marketing degree helps you, it's actually not going to give you that advantage that you're expecting. And so even if you don't have a degree, you can absolutely become a social media manager. Comment below and let me know, what is your highest education level? Have you graduated college? Do you have a degree and now you're looking for a job? Let me know in the comments below, because I want to hear about where you guys are at, and we reply to almost every single comment. The second thing that people wonder about is experience. Just like I jumped in with no experience but quickly hit the ground running and learned as I went, you actually don't need experience to become a social media manager, because everything can be learned. Did you get that? Everything can be learned. And so my challenge in this video for you is to implement what I'm teaching you. If you can implement what you're learning in this video, then you have what it takes to self-educate and learn as you go. It's very, very powerful. One of the big things though that you're gonna have to decide is, do you want to work in an office? Do you want to work from home? Do you want a full-time job, or are you looking to build your own business? Comment below and let me know. Do you want to work in an office? Do you want to work from home? I personally am working in my home right now, in my home office. I love working from home. I think it's a great way to build a business and also raise a family. We have 3 kids, ages 9, 5, and 1, almost 2. And what's amazingly powerful is I have the ability to, schedule my calls around my lifestyle. If I want to go to a soccer game, or I need to go run to the grocery store, all of those things are totally possible because I work from home on my own schedule. And so those are some of the benefits of building the business yourself versus just getting a job as a social media manager. But ultimately, you have to decide what's right for you. What sounds right for you so far? Let me know. Now, I'm going to give you guys a few awesome free certifications that are really helpful as you build out this journey towards becoming a social media manager. And these are ones that I actually started with. So these are going to be free, super helpful. So first and foremost, I recommend HubSpot's inbound certification. And these, of course, are linked beneath this video. So HubSpot's inbound certification. I also recommend learning Google Analytics and Google AdWords. They have some great Google certifications that are just helpful to understand some of the basics of how conversions are tracked, what analytics you want to be paying attention to. But just remember, unless you want to become a Google Ads specialist, which most people don't necessarily want to do, you don't have to understand everything, but it's a helpful foundation as you become a social media manager. Facebook Blueprint also has an incredible free course called Blueprint. It is really powerful for understanding the basics of Facebook ads and how everything comes together with organic social media and paid social media. So those are some awesome resources that I've linked beneath this video. Now I'm going to talk about one of the most common pitfalls I see with people who want to become freelancers, and it's that they do all this free work to build their portfolio. Stop right there. Free work is not the answer to building out your portfolio. Instead, what I recommend is taking on low-cost experience builders, and here's why. Unless, of course, you're doing an organized internship with the purpose of building your skills in your portfolio, a lot of the free work that you do is never going to be recognized. It's not going to be getting that result that you want, and to be totally honest, you should be getting paid for the work that you do. Think about like interns in medicine. They're coming in and doing procedures with doctors, and we don't even get a discount. Isn't that kind of actually scary if you think about it? But to take it to a less drastic comparison, as a hairstylist, we actually went to hair school, and during hair school, people got lower cost haircuts and colors. They got the services that they were looking to get at a discount while we were learning, and sometimes we weren't even good. So instead of diving into the pitfall of free work, which devalues your own sense of ability and your worth, do lower cost experience builders just to get some momentum going, but also to get familiar with charging for the work that you perform for businesses. Now I'm thinking about doing some trainings on Pinterest, on TikTok, and maybe even LinkedIn, which are 3 really popular platforms that you can manage for clients. Let me know in the comments which of these you'd be the most interested in. Do you want to learn how to be a Pinterest manager? Do you want to learn about how to use TikTok for your clients? Or do you want to learn how to use LinkedIn as a lead generator, not just for yourself, but for your clients as well? Let me know, because I'm going to read every single comment and determine which ones that we're going to focus on over the next few weeks. Now, another misconception about becoming a social media manager is that you need a website. That is categorically false. Unfortunately, there's this belief in the market that you have to have this beautiful, gorgeous website in order to secure clients. But if you actually search for my agency, The Viral Touch, you're not gonna find any website. In fact, you're not even going to find a funnel. We use a simple woohoo form to qualify candidates for potentially working with them in our agency. And that woohoo has worked for us for years, even as we've built to $1 million run rate per year, even as we've worked with massive clients that do 7, 8, and even 9 figures per year. So just know that you do not need a website to get started, but rather just a way for people to contact you. That could be as simple as a landing page. It could be a free woohoo form, it could be a type form, or it could be as simple as taking down their email and contacting them over email. So just know you do not have to spend a ton of money on a website to get started. And in fact, I'm gonna make you guys like solemnly swear that you hear this. Did you hear that? You do not need a website to get started. Comment below and say, I hear you, Rachel. I don't need a website to get started, because I want to banish that false belief right off the get-go, okay? Now, let's talk real fast about the 5 major processes when you get started as a social media manager. First and foremost, you need to have lead gen. What is a lead? A lead is basically someone who has raised their hand with interest saying, I want you to potentially work for me or work with me to build my business using social media. You have to have a solid lead gen process in place. Number 2, sales conversions. Sales are best converted over the phone. Write that down. Sales are best converted over the phone. So I recommend a strategy call or a discovery call is a great way to take someone and turn them from a lead into a sale, aka your first or your next client. The third most important process is delivering excellence. And the beautiful thing is you can learn a lot of the skills as you go. And in fact, there's no better way to learn than on the job. You could sit and binge books and courses all about social media. And while I think it's really important to take trainings and continually upgrade your skill set, nothing is going to put it to the test quite like implementing the things that you've learned. And so delivering excellence is about constantly reviewing what you're doing, seeing how it's going, analyzing your work, and then ultimately determining that every single day you're going to perform even better for your clients. Then of course we have retention and upsell, but we're not even going to touch those today. So those are the 5 major processes that you're going to want to get in place as a social media manager in 2020. Now, like I said, how I got my first client was the client that came in as when I was a hairstylist, but how I got my second, third, and fourth client is all related to Upwork, LinkedIn, and Facebook groups. So those are some great places where you can find your first or your next client. Upwork, LinkedIn, Facebook groups, they're all powerful places to secure clients. And in fact, I put together an awesome resource for you guys, which is 80 ways to find your first or your next client. And you guys can grab that beneath this video, 80 ways to find your first client. That's an awesome freebie, just packed full of resources for you. Just do me one huge favor. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss especially the new trainings coming out soon. Give it a big old thumbs up and comment below and tell me what was your favorite part of this training, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Oh, oops. I need to share this very, sorry. Where am I going with this? Whew, this is fun. I love recording YouTube videos.